Okay, welcome to the HKD2 orientation. We're going to be doing the HKD2 orientation today. My name is Nipun. I'm going to be running the orientation. Before I share my screen and I share the information docket and the list of things to carry, just wanted to give you a brief background about the company so that if you don't know about it, then at least you're aware about it. Inme started, the people who started Inme actually started another company called Discovery Camps. In 1996, we started doing outdoor adventure programs for children in the experiential background. Uh, and I used to go as a kid, actually, originally from 1997 to 2001, and that's how I got into the line. So the company became Discovery. From Discovery Camps became I Discover I, and then Eureka Campouts. In 2006, there was a rift between the partners, and they'd split up. 2008, Inme started. 2009 was our first season of the summers. 2019, because the partners were still, friends and we used to keep talking to each other. We decided to merge as one company. We came back together as one company, and now we are in the Eureka camps. Uh, 2019, that's what happened. Now, what we've been doing till 2025 was that Inme was working as a unit which was dealing with the B2C, which is the retail program which you're coming for, which is any child from the 9 to 17 can join for our programs, which are age specific during the summers, winters, and this year we'll also have the October programs coming in. Eureka has been working with schools directly, where a particular school would come on the program for a shorter duration, and there would be very focused life skill learning, which was happening over there. Going forward, we are actually phasing out the Eureka brand, and it's going to be Inme for schools. So it will be overall an Inme brand going forward. I'm just going to share my screen, and I'll start. Uh, as there are no other people here, if you have any questions, you can just stop me, and I will go through that. Otherwise, most of your questions are going to be answered during this orientation itself. Okay. I hope you can see my screen. So we are talking about HKD2, which is starting on May 26th and ending on 4th of June. So these are the kind of meadows the children will be walking through. So it's a high altitude expedition which is happening. Harkidun is actually a nice mountain with a big plateau and a valley on the top. It's in the Tons area, so the program runs out of our camp Tons actually. This is 180 kilometers ahead of Dehradun. So initially, the children will first go to our Tons camp, and that's where the acclimatization and short treks will start. They'll understand the basics of backpacking before they actually head out to the Harkidun trek. It's actually known as the Valley of Gods. It has a lot of meadows. It has good forests over there, and a lot of villages which they're going to walk, which are actually cut off from a lot of modern amenities still. And so the children actually meet the villagers. They get an interaction with the farmers over there, and they understand how they live their life over there also. From the top, when we reach, there will be a full view of snow-capped peaks, so they will be able to see snow, not be in snow, but they'll be able to see snow, which will be the peaks which are higher than Harkidun. They'll see over there. Okay. Now, also, this program will include a rafting session, which you'll get to see in the program design. I'll go through the daily design, which is there. Okay. Now, first, I'm going to go through the daily design. So this will tell you how the program is going to run, what's going to happen. Then after that, I will go through the list of things to carry, the safety measures, everything I'll go through, and then I can take your question answers. Okay, so first, May 26th is when we are departing. This will depart at 7 p.m. from the New Delhi airport. We are departing from Terminal 1 now, as Terminal 2 has shut down for renovation. So you will be getting a Google Map location. We'll be meeting in the Terminal 1 arrival area. So when you come, especially as both of you are from Delhi and you'll be coming in your car, when you come, when you come to the arrival, just keep going straight. At the end of the arrival, all the gates, once you've crossed all the gates, there's a parking area. So you park your vehicle there and you walk back. You will see Blue Tukai, a bus center right there. We'll be right close to it. We'll be sending out a location and a number of person who will be there at the departure so that you can coordinate with them. We leave at 7 p.m. Dinner is en route. We are using a new route for Tons, which we used to originally go via Dehradun. That used to take a longer, that was a longer bus ride in a non-AC vehicle. So we used to take an AC Volvo till Vikasnagar, which is close to Dehradun. And from there, it was about a 7 to 8 hour journey in a non-AC bus. A new route which opened during the winters was from via Shimla. So we actually go via Himachal Pradesh, Shimla. We reach a place called Hatkoti, and the Volvo goes till there. When we reach there, that's where we shift into non-AC cars, and it's about 60 kilometers, 40 to 50 kilometers from our campsite. So you are on the campsite in about 2.5 hours. We are written arrive at camp for breakfast, but we have realized that if we get even a little bit of traffic, we are reaching there around 10:30, 11, which becomes a little too late for the children because they're hungry and they want to be, they are up. They would like to, freshen up and have breakfast before. So what we've done is at Hut Koti itself, we have arranged an area where they have breakfast and which has proper toilets so that they can freshen up and then reach the campsite, say around 10:30, 11 is when they reach. So they'll reach the camp, they'll settle in, have lunch, and then they'll go for a short trek, which they'll understand how to conserve energy, what are the mountain manners, how do you give way to each other, how do you call out different paths, because if you're on a path and you see a loose rock, so you have to let the people behind you know that there's a loose rock. So all those things are taught to them during day 2 itself, which is a small short trek because you've been traveling overnight. We don't want you totally stressed out. Day 3 is when we'll go for a longer trek. It's an acclimatization trek where we'll go fast, slow, so that you get your breathing pattern in order. You also understand how your body works, and you get to understand how you're going to conserve energy more. This will happen till lunch. While they're there, while you're on the trek, you'll also understand tent pitching and how to build a fire, how to do map reading. So all those things will be taken care of on day 3, and then you come back, have lunch, and then you start working with instructors to plan, pack, and understand how you're going to do the whole expedition. Because during the expedition, everybody has a role to play. Especially once you reach the campsite where you're going to pitch tents, you'll be doing 4 activities, which will be 4 tasks, which are cooking, cleaning, collecting wood, and collecting water, and setting up camp. So all those things will be taken care of by the children under our supervision, obviously. So you get a whole experience of an expedition. So day 4 is when the expedition actually starts, the trek starts. So day 4, you're going to take a bus they're going to be 15 children. So we're going to have a 27-seater non-AC bus over there. You're going to drive to Gangar, which is about 45 minutes away from the Tons camp. You'll begin the trek from Gangar to Sima. Sima is at a height of 8,500 feet. Gangar is about 4,500 to 5,000 feet. So you're gonna go through forest and charming villages, and the trek is about 4 kilometers. So it's not a very long trek, but a little steep. So the first set is a little steeper climb, and you'll reach 8,500 feet, where you'll actually pitch your tents, cook your food, stay the night there. So this 4 kilometers can take up to about 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours to trek. So you'll reach Gangar and start the trek. You will have packed breakfast with you. So you'll have breakfast en route, and you'll reach the campsite for lunch. We would have prepared lunch for you for the first day, so that you're relaxed and you're understanding how the trek is working. You get to also understand how we planned it out, so that when the next day comes, we actually start discussing with you how to plan it, so that you understand how the planning works. So the first day you reach, you set up tents, you start building fire, you understand how cooking will work. So the first day is gone in teaching on how you're going to be staying outside when you don't have other people doing stuff for you, when you're doing it on your own. Day 5 is when you trek from Sima to Kalkatayadhar, which is from 8,500 feet. You're going to go to 9,800 feet. Now, this is a little bit more difficult because you're going to go like this, right? But going like this is only a little bit, and then you go flat. So it's going to be long trek, but flat. And you're going to go through meadows here. The yellow meadows, which I showed you up, I'm just going to go back up. This is a part of day 5, right? So this photograph is a part of day 5. coming back. So you reach Kalkatidya, and today the instructors are just going to be helping you, but you will be given the command. So you're actually now slowly and steadily coming into charge of the expedition. So you are actually doing it, and you're actually telling us, okay, we need help here. Can you help us here? Okay, where do we go and collect water? So some of you will go with one instructor to collect water. So all those things will happen here. Now, day 6 is a challenge for everybody because we want you to cover the longest distance, but also height gain at the same time. So here you're going to be trekking from 9,800 feet to 11,700 feet. Around 10,500, 10,800 feet is when you drop, when you actually go above the tree line. So the tree line is where the trees start, when you're going up, when you reach 9,800 feet, 10,000 feet, you'll start the tree heights going down, 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 down. And by the time you reach about 10,800 feet, the trees would just be shrubs. There won't be long trees there. So now you'll have, because now there are no trees, you have a full view, right? You have the whole view of the mountains, and that's what you're going to be seeing the snow cap. You'll reach 11,700 feet, and then you'll go down towards Bosla. Bosla is another area where you're actually going to, so you're climbing from here, and then you're going to go down here, right? And that's where you're going to pitch your tents the next day. Day 7 is when you descend from Bosla to Sima, and you're back to 8,500 feet. That's going to be your last night in the outdoors. You're going to stay the night there, and you'll enjoy. And there'll be a lot of discussion on how the trek went, what we could have done differently, what time you took, and all those things will be discussed during this time. Day 8 is a gradual descent from Sima to Gangar, and then from there you're gonna go because when we started a little lower than Gangar, and now we're gonna get the cars up so that you can get back to Dawn's camp faster. So the cars will go from there, and you'll go back and reach Dawn's camp. You should be on the Dawn's camp by around 12:30 in the morning, in the afternoon. Sorry. You get to time to rest, you'll get time to bathe, right? You'll not bathe for 4 days, you'll get proper toilets. And post that, we're going to go for a rafting session on the Tons River, come back, have a nice dinner, have a celebration, right? Just relax and get to bond with each other a little bit more, discuss the fun stories you have. And day 9 is program closure and feedback session, and you'll depart the Tons camp. And you'll be back in Delhi on day 10 at 6 a.m. again at the Terminal 1 bus parking, the Terminal 1 arrival. We will again be sharing a location and also the phone number of the person who will be there. Now, in terms of safety, our camp chiefs and instructors who are going to be there. So here we'll have actually an expedition chief, right? The instructors and the expedition chief are all people who have been certified by prestigious institutions such as NOLS, which is the National Outdoor Leadership School, the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, the Himalayan Mountain Institute. And we strictly follow 1:6 instructor to child ratio. So for every 6 children, there is 1 instructor. There are going to be female instructors also here. There is going to be 1 for sure, but we are trying to make sure there are 2. Because there are 8 girls over here. So we usually keep for every 10 girls, we have 1 female participant, but we are trying to make sure there are 2 so that, if one has to be staying back with another girl, so that there's somebody there always. Right, so that's the instructors. Now over here, because we don't have a doctor going up on the expedition, we have a doctor on the Tons camp who's stationed there, who's there 24/7. We'll have a certified wilderness first aid responder, so that if anything happens, this person can take any action which is required. They're allowed to give basic medicines, they're not allowed to prescribe antibiotics or anything, but basic medicine. They know how to get a stint up. So, if any injury happens, how to bandage it, how to secure it, and how to make a stretcher if required to get the person down, right? It could be an instructor also who might get injured, or it could be a participant. So these are the guys who take care of all the medical emergencies over there. While we have a doctor on camp, so that person can be called and we can get any kind of consultation which we need from them. There's also a vehicle stationed at Sima 24/7, so that if anything required, we can evacuate the person. we can come down and we can evacuate. There are also going to be mules and porters which will go along with us, because we will be carrying a lot of equipment. Some equipment will be carried by the instructors and the children, but the heavier equipment will be carried by the mules which will go up with them. In terms of transportation, we have obviously we don't have our own buses or something. We hire buses. Now these are people who we've been using for a very long time, so they understand that we are working with children. They know that we'll follow a speed limit. Safety check will be done of the vehicles before the departure, where we check the condition of the tire, when was the last time the bus was serviced, how long has it been. All those things will be taken care of. For the overnight journey, we have 2 drivers on each bus, because this is going to also be going with the Tons camp. So there might be 2 Volvo buses which are going along. So there'll be 2 drivers in each bus, so that if one bus driver is feeling sleepy, we change them. There's an experienced travel team which goes with them, whose main job is to make sure, who's actually not their only job is to make sure we reach the campsite safely. So they are actually awake through the night, making sure the speed limits are being maintained, no rash driving. If they feel that the driver is not feeling sleepy, they ask them to change, making sure we are braking, we are stopping at the designated brakes, and the children are comfortable. So all that is taken care of. In terms of equipment, we use only the top quality equipment. These are certified by an international agency called UIA. We use tents and high altitude sleeping bags, which are required, and we have insulated mattresses which will be going on. All for the expedition, like when I come to the list of things to carry, you will see that we have also recommended a rucksack or a duffel bag. That whatever the children have got stays in the tents at Camp Tons. It does not go up. For the expedition, we'll be issuing a rucksack, and there will be all their stuff, whichever they carry. The lady instructor will be making sure they're not overpacking, and they have, in exact weight, not over exceeding 30% of their weight. So all those things are taken care of. So we issue a rucksack in which all this would be coming with them. Okay, medical. The nearest hospital is 40 kilometers away, which is in Porola. On our camp, we obviously, like I said, we have an emergency vehicle available. The group has a wilderness first aid expert, so we make sure that all things are taken care of. We have already taken your medical details, so that if we need anything, it's already there. And we're carrying everything. We're carrying basic medicines. We're carrying advanced medicines also, which we will only give after consultation of the doctor. Okay, so small streams which you're going to go. This is actually the extreme right picture is of day 3. This is when our group went for a recce, and this is the picture they got from there. So in terms of accommodations and meals, at the Tons camp, we have permanent, like proper tents, which are 1 feet above, and these are big tents, right? Spacious tents, where about 4 to 5 children stay in each tent. Obviously, boys and girls are going to be separate tents and separate washrooms. Proper built-up washrooms on the Tons camp, which have the hygiene faucets, hot water for bathing. Everything is there. During the expedition, when we are away from the Tons camp, obviously there are no proper toilets there. What we used to do earlier was what we used to, very dearly call loo with a view, or BBA, behind the bush activity. But slowly and steadily we realized that children need a little bit of privacy. So what we started doing is we take toilet tents, which just pop up on whichever area they are boys' tents and girls' tents. We dig the hole and we do the job. So you have privacy also. But for these 4 days, there's not going to be any proper toilets, right? So these are the days you're going to be using the built-up tents. The first time, it's going to be a little bit of uncomfortableness. Even me, when I go, even after so many years of camping, the first time you go and you use those loos, obviously, you're going out and you're so used to the WCs. The first day, it is uncomfortable. By the 4th day, you'll actually start preferring it. It's so much more convenient, and it's actually the way our bodies are built. We were supposed to be doing squats and not actually being sitting on a WC. But when you get back to Tons camp, you will have proper toilets and hot water to bathe. In terms of meals, while you're on the Tons camp, we have a full kitchen staff which will be making the food for you. So veg, non-veg, both are served. Non-veg is made differently, kept separately, demarked so that children know that this is non-veg and the veg people can avoid it. That's mainly chicken or eggs in the morning. If anybody is Jain, we also provide Jain food on request. There are seasonal fruits and snacks which we keep on going. During the expedition, so this is on the Tons camp, but during the expedition, the children will plan and cook the meal. So we'll actually have a plan. The day two, when we were planning, right, the children actually plan their meals for the next few days. So they say, okay, this is what we're going to have for dinner. This is what we're going to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So they actually prepare and they carry the rations for that. I've seen children making pancakes, macaroni, everything. So, you'll discuss with your instructors and decide what you're taking. In terms of travel and plan, again, this is Terminal 1 now. Departing at 7 p.m. Reporting time is 6 p.m. We will be sending out a message on the channel and on your personal phones before the departure. That's about 48 hours before the departure. So you'll get a number and the location. On the return, we'll arrive at 6 a.m. It's about 505 kilometers, the total distance. The journey lasts around 14 hours. The route will pass through Solan, in Himachal Pradesh, and the camp is approximately 181 kilometers from Solan. So AC Volvo or Bharat Benz buses till Hatkoti, which is about approximately 50 kilometers before, and then non-AC MUVs, which will the 2.5 hours from there. Some important setting expectations. Obviously, this is not a normal program. This is a very different program. We are not going to a resort or a holiday. So this, we want to make clear that, this is going out. It will be roughing it. So you have to embrace the challenge. This is the whole point of this program, to is embrace the challenge, learn something and do something you'll be proud of for the rest of your life. Communication and updates. Important that there are no, we are a technology free camp. So we want children not to be totally getting a technology detox. So there are no phones, there are no iPads, there are no smartwatches allowed. We even recommend not getting books because you want them to be talking to each other and not being in their own silo. For communication, what we do is, when they're traveling, during the overnight travel, we'll send you an update on the WhatsApp channel. So I hope you've joined the WhatsApp channel. It's in the same link. There's a link there in the message you got for this Zoom meeting also. So you have to join the WhatsApp channel. We put an update over there once they've departed, once they've had dinner, once they have had breakfast, and once they are on the camp. So you'll get these updates there. After that, there are 2 updates daily, one at 11 a.m., one at 6 p.m. We do try to put up photographs with these, but these are text updates mainly. On HKD2, the trek, while they're doing the trek, we might not get enough internet range to get photographs, but you will be getting text updates. And as soon as we get photographs, we do put up these photographs. We do try to get a group photograph in the morning, activity photographs in the evening, and we will try to put as many photographs as we get. During the program, we do put up about 20 photographs almost daily on all the other programs, and we will be trying to do the same for this. At the end of the program, we put all the photographs, because we get about 300, 400 photographs, plus a few videos which we get. All those are put on the Google Drive folder and shared in the WhatsApp channel itself. Now, if you have an emergency, you can always call us. You have our numbers. You can call us, and we'll help you in whatever way we can. Just for example, we had a child on one of our camps, and one of his grandparents passed away last night. We helped the parents in booking flights. We got the child back down today early morning at 5 a.m. and the child has got the flight and reached Hyderabad back at 7:38 in the morning. If there is any emergency on the program, so when I say emergency, it's above a mild stomachache, mild headache, mild fever, scratches, bruises. These are part and parcel of the outdoors. You do get them. If your child comes back without scratches and bruises, call us. They've not done anything. They're going to go on a forest trek. They're going to go through meadows. They're going to climb a few rocks and boulders here or there. They're going to go for rafting. They have to get scratches and bruises, right? If they don't, do call us. If there's anything above that where they've sprained their ankle very badly and there's a swelling, or if they have injured themselves, or if there's a fever which is not breaking, or something else where we might call you, right? Please do pick up our phones. We will call you. We'll keep you updated on what's happening. We'll also get you in touch with your child and do the necessary things which are required. Any medical thing, everything is covered in what with us. So we'll take them to whatever hospital is required, if required. It's very rare that we've had to use these kind of things, but they do happen. Children do get injured, and even instructors get injured sometimes, right? So we do take care of that. So you don't need to worry about that. In terms of fitness and preparation, this is a little physically challenging program. I hope you guys have been doing a little bit of jogging. If not, or if you're playing any kind of physical sports, you're good. But if not, I would recommend at least doing a little bit of jogging and stretching. Try to break into the shoes which you'll carry if you're carrying new shoes. If they're old shoes, you're perfectly fine. There is zero tolerance for bullying and indiscipline. If you find anybody bullying, and if any child complains of bullying, obviously an investigation will happen and action will be taken according to the severity of the behavior. We'll also call both sides of the parents, the person who's been bullied and the person who's bullied. So, use of substances, possession or consumption of cigarettes, alcohol, or any contraband is not tolerated. If found, will be sent back home immediately and at your expense. No junk food or tuck. We handle all meals and also whatever you need on the trek. We have trail mixes which have dry fruit, chocolates, everything. So you don't need to carry anything. For the travel, a lot of children do carry tuck, so you can carry for that. But make sure it's in sealed packets. And when you reach the camp, if you've not opened a packet, hand it over to us. If it's an open packet, either try to finish it or let the instructors have a party. Multiple reasons for you not to be eating that junk food. First, yes, as written, it can attract animal and different types of insects, and everything comes in your tent. More importantly, it does not give you any kind of energy, right? We need you to be full of energy. So chips and all these things don't give you energy. So we want you to have proper food, good food, and trust me, it's a tasty food. So I love the food on camp, and that's what we've been hearing from children, that they love the food and it's a different world. And especially the food you guys will make on your own. That's also, something which is an experience. Now, in terms of any additional money, unless you're flying in, you do not need to carry any additional money. If you're flying in, make sure you're carrying money for airport meals. You can carry some money for the camp merchandise and souvenir shop. We have things like carabiner keychains, caps, T-shirts, all Inme branded, which you can either buy online from our merch store, or you can buy it on the camp and you're there. I'm just going to quickly go through the list of things to carry, and then if any of both of you have any questions, I'll take those. Now, make sure you're not overpacking. This is what you need. You don't need to carry anything more than what I'm going to talk about. During the program in the valley, in the HKD2 Valley, the temperature usually ranges from 29 degrees and going up to 15 degrees at night. If it rains, it can drop. So for that, you'll have some warm layers, and also be carrying high altitude sleeping bags, so you'll be comfortable on that. On the Tons camp, the temperature will be a little bit hotter. It goes out to 34, 35 in the daytime, and in the night it goes down to 20. Okay. So clothing. First of all, 7 T-shirts, preferably quick dry. If you don't have quick dry, at least make sure 3 to 4 are quick dry, because you'll need them for the trek and when you go rafting. 3 quick dry shorts. This is to be used on the camp Tons. We're going to be having a lot of water-related activities. We're going to be rafting. We have a wading pool on the camp, and if you guys are full of energy and we want to go, we might go to a hidden pool, right? So make sure you're carrying 3 quick dry shorts. 2 track pants. All your trek is actually going to happen in track pants. And why I'm not asking for more, because it becomes heavy. So only 2 track pants, which you'll take on the trek and you'll come back with them. 7 pair socks, 1 warm fleece jacket. This is for layering up. You'll need 1 quick dry towel, 1 cap sunshade, undergarments sufficient, 2 pair of night clothes. Now, specifically for the trek, 1 warm waterproof jacket. So if you're carrying a nice warm waterproof jacket and you don't want to carry the fleece jacket, you're good with that. You can leave that. At least 2 sweatshirts or hoodies, because it does get cold in the evening over there. So on the trek, so you will need it. It's going to drop to 15 degrees, so you will need a sweatshirt or a hoodie. Make sure you're carrying a hoodie, because then you can cover your ears also. 1 warm track pants to carry along with the trek, so that if you need them at night, you have them. 1 pair of dark sunglasses with retainer straps. Don't get yellow or light, because the sun is sharp there. There's no pollution. It's going to be sharp. It's going to be bright, and yellow or light brown is not going to help you. 1 trekking pole, which is optional, but I do recommend it. It's not very expensive to buy. It's about 600, 700 rupees in Decathlon. It helps you a lot more while you're trekking. If you would like to get, you can get. Otherwise, we're good without the trekking pole also. We started asking for trekking poles only last year. This was not there in the kit list before. 1 inflatable pillow, which is again optional. We will teach you how to roll up your t-shirts, how to use your bag as a pillow. But if you prefer carrying an inflatable pillow, please do carry it. 1 pair of thermals for any participant who feels cold. If you do feel cold, make sure you're carrying a pair of thermals, so that at night, it's going to drop to about 15, or if it rains and you feel cold, you have a thermals to keep yourself warm. Footwear, you need to be carrying ankle-high trekking shoes with a water-resistant lining. You don't need to get waterproof trekking shoes, but actually ankle-length trekking shoes with a water-resistant lining. Most of the ankle-high trekking shoes are with a water-resistant lining. So if you go looking for a waterproof shoe, it will become very expensive. So anything with a water-resistant lining is just fine. Should be worn in and not new. 1 pair of hiking sandals. Do not get Crocs or flip-flops or leather sandals. Crocs have holes on the top, right? Insects and pebbles go in, and then the child is jumping and they can fall. Flip-flops or slippers are actually what they say, they either flippy-floppy or you slip in, slip out, right? So dangerous for you. Leather sandals start stinking, so please don't get those. So you have to get hiking sandals, or what we used to call floaters in our time. That's what you need to get, which will also be used for your rafting trip. Other items in your personal toiletries, other than your shower gel, toothbrush, and toothpaste, you should include a sunscreen SPF 40+, lip balm, and cold cream. A torch or a headlamp. I prefer, for an expedition, I always prefer a headlamp myself, because it lets my hands be free, right? And you're going to be there for 4 days without electricity, without lights at the night. If you need to go to the loo, or if you're doing something, you will need a torch. So make sure you're carrying a headlamp or a torch, and if possible, some extra batteries. We will be carrying extra batteries just in case. A plastic bag for used and wet clothes. 1 water bottle, 750 to 1 liter capacity. We are trying to do away with plastic packaged drinking water. So we don't give water bottles anymore. We have 25, 35 liter, the cans of Bisleri and Aquafina. During the travel on the camp, we have AquaGuard filtered water. And during the trek, we teach you how to purify water and have. So all those things will be taken care of. But do carry a water bottle with you. Medicines and glasses. If you're under treatment, you need to carry any medicines. All the other medicines are with us. If you're carrying any medicines, let us know what your prescription is, so the instructors will make sure that you're having your medicine on time, and they'll be keeping the medicine so that you don't mix up the medicines, right? We don't want you over medicating. If you're wearing spectacles, make sure you're carrying an extra pair, and if possible, with retainers, which I've asked in the sunglasses also. In terms of packing, 1 small knapsack or day pack, which you'll need on the bus, if you're flying in, or to keep on the flight. On the bus, you can keep a light jacket in it, your water bottle, your inflatable pillow, so that you can use that at night. And a big rucksack you'll need to carry all your other stuff, or a duffel bag, which will go in the boot. Do not carry suitcases or trolleys. You're going to be walking about 200 meters from the roadhead to the campsite, to Camp Tons, and that you cannot drag your suitcases. If you're going to be picking up, they're going to be very happy. So we need something which can go on your shoulders. So either a rucksack or a duffel bag, anything which is between 60 to 70 liters is fine. You can find that if you don't have a rucksack and you need it, you can find it on our merch site, which is inme-merch.com. Or you can call us and we'll arrange one for you. Sleeping bag, I'm not mentioned because we are carrying the high altitude sleeping bag, so you do not need to carry a sleeping bag. If you have a sleeping bag and you want to use it for Tons Camp, please do carry it. In terms of cash, like I said before, we take care of everything. You can carry up to 3,000 rupees for t-shirts, caps, keychains to buy on camp. You can also check out the merch on the merch store. Otherwise, we are taking care of everything. You do not need to carry any kind of cash for us. We are carrying everything. If you're carrying cash, make sure you're handing it over to the instructor or the camp chief once you reach the Tons camp so that we can take care of it. Otherwise, it's your responsibility. Do not carry mobile phones, expensive jewelry, electronic gadgets. You don't need jewelry here. Mobile phones, obviously, like I've said, it's a no-no unless you're flying in. If you're flying in, you carry a mobile phone till Delhi. When you reach Delhi, we will be taking that phone. So if you're coming from outstation, make sure you're carrying a Ziploc pouch, which I'll just come to below, and make sure you're putting that in and giving it to us. You can carry a camera if you want. While we are going to be clicking a lot of photographs, you can carry a camera, which will be obviously at your risk. You can charge the cameras at our campsite. You can carry a power bank for charging your camera, but there are no charging points during the trek. Remember that. For the participants, like I was mentioning, who are flying in for the program, make sure you're carrying a Ziploc bag or a pouch with which you can label your name on. Put your power bank and charging cable for your phone in there, your printed copy of your return ticket, original Aadhaar card, cash for food. This pouch is handed over to us at Delhi once you've met us and once you've said bye to your parents on the phone. And we keep the phones here. They do not go to camp, and you get them back when you return to Delhi. Okay, my monologue is over. If you have any questions, please ask. I think there's something in the chat. I'll just check.
Yeah, I wanted to know whether children would be going for rafting. Would they be?
Yes, 1 day of rafting.
So if you don't want that, if you don't want...
It's a very mild rafting over there, ma'am. It's not like Rishikesh, so you don't need to worry.
No, it's not like that, right?
No, not like that. It's a very mild rafting over here.
Okay. So, and if they don't carry their sleeping bag as an extra luggage, so would there be bedding over there otherwise?
Yeah. We will have sleeping bags which we'll issue anyways to them. And on the Tons camp, they have mattresses. They're carrying mattresses over there. We give them sleeping bags. That's why I've not mentioned sleeping bag in the kit list at all.
Okay. There would be beddings there.
Yeah.
Okay. And shoes, ankle length shoes are important, or they can do away with the on shoes or something like that?
No, ankle length are very important.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's about it.
Okay. Even Samira ma'am has asked for my number. So ma'am, I'm just putting my number on the chat, and yes, you can watch the recording. I think I'm done, so you were here till 8:45 anyways. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can call me whenever you need to.
Yeah, so my mom's gone right now, but
Okay.
she just wanted to ask, will the trek be something that's like very technical, or like it won't be? I know that obviously it's going to be like a bit of a hard trek.
Yeah.
But will it be
But what do you
something?
mean by technical?
Will it be something that we like really need to prepare for, or
No.
no, right?
It's
Just
not like
basic.
just a little bit of jogging so that you don't
Okay.
cramp. You
Yeah.
don't get cramps. That's it.
Okay.
Right? That's why. So all our programs are designed for people coming for the first time, obviously, right?
Okay.
Not having too much of any problems.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. If there are no more questions, both of you, I will shut it and I'll share the recording on the WhatsApp channel anyways. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.